Twitchy Juggalette Productions, website for Newton's Second Law, google.com/Newton's Laws. Help from Laura Nunez. My mom, car belongs to Laura Nunez. Comment, rate, subscribe. Enjoy! Newton's 3 laws with demonstrations for Miss Leva's 8th grade, 8th period science class. Hey YouTubers, it's Twitchy Juggalette here, and I am sorry I'm going to have to torture you with this. It is my science project, Newton's Laws. I am going to explain and give a demonstration of every law. There's only 3, okay? So don't huff and puff and leave. All right? Okay. So it's not going to be that long of a video, I think. So all right. Well, let's go ahead. Okay, Newton's first law. An object at rest will remain at rest unless acted on by an unbalanced force. An object in motion continues in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Okay, so what I mean by an object at rest will stay at rest, or an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force, is that this means that there's a natural tendency of objects to keep on doing what they're doing. All objects resist changes in their state of motion. In the absence of an unbalanced force, and an object in motion will maintain its motion. Now, okay, so let's see if I can do this here. All right, so this ball is staying still on a book, right? An object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Right now, it's sort of balanced. We're just gonna hold it there. It is balanced and it is staying at rest. Now, here's an object in motion. It will maintain its motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force, causing it to stop. So, sorry, I had to put that there. So this ball, it's just an ordinary ball. If it's staying in one place, it will stay that way unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. When it is staying still, there's an equal force. When it's resting on a surface, on a flat surface, okay, or whatever surface. If it's sitting there on a surface, it stays there. It's gonna stay there unless the wind blows it. A bird accidentally touches it with its claws, talons. I think, yeah, I'm not very smart. And or a human. That there can be other forces that'll move it, but other than that, those are off the top of my head. So that's Newton's first law. Okay? Okay. Alright guys, so Newton's second law is acceleration is produced when a force acts on a mass. The greater the mass, the greater amount of force needed to move it. Okay, so this car is maybe a ton at least, maybe more. So let me try and move it, and hopefully I don't slip and fall on my face. Yeah, okay. Almost impossible, maybe for a strong person. I'm sorry, I'm a weakling. So, this is meaning, of course, everyone knows that the heavier something is, the more strength you have to put into it to move it. So, if I'm going to drag this chair, this is very light compared to a car. I am dragging it. See, the smaller the smaller, I'm not going to say the smaller. The less heavy the object is, the less force needed to move it. This can be exceeded into your everyday life.
Would you mean like maybe the less mass?
The less mass in an object, the less force you have to use to move it. So basically, strong person can move this, and a strong person can move this. Weak person, me, can't move this because it's so heavy that I don't have enough force to move it. And with this, I have enough force to move it. I have enough force to lift it because the mass is so small. Okay, stop it. Okay, Newton's third and last law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So to explain Newton's third and last law that I know of, this ball will be thrown at the wall. Okay, so the ball hit the wall and my arm. So an opposite reaction is the wall hit the ball and my arm hit the ball. So that would be an example of Newton's third and last law. So think about these three laws, then think about your everyday life. See how these laws apply to everything that goes on in your life? But you didn't realize that if you smack someone, their face smacks you. You didn't realize that most everything has to do with Newton's laws. And you're just going to have to realize it. And you're going to have to think about that. Once you research more into it, then you can be more accurate with your words. Okay, well, that's it. And have a great day, I guess. Okay. Bye. Comment, subscribe, and rate. Okay. Bye. Bloopers. Greater amount of force needed to move the object. Now, this car, I don't know, maybe a ton at the least. So let me see if I can try and push it. I'm gonna redo that.
Do you want me to stop?
Okay, so Newton's second law is acceleration is produced when a force acts on a mass. The greater the mass, the greater amount of force needed to move the object.